My name is Russell Gallus. I'm the director of A Piece of My Heart, which is a play, a drama written by Shirley LaRoe about 6 women who served during the Vietnam War era, 4 nurses and USO volunteer and a Red Cross volunteer, and they served in combat areas. And this is their story of Vietnam. It's a very gritty story, and it's what we're doing here at the Red Barn Theater.
How does it relate personally to your life?
Well, how does it relate to my life? Okay. So I'm from the Vietnam era. I'm a baby boomer. Had my brothers who were registered for the draft. One was college deferment. Another had a low draft number, went into the Army Reserve, so I remember that era very well. That was, again, for those who are baby boomers or served in Vietnam, will remember that's the first time we saw war on TV. It was a very difficult, turbulent time even beyond Vietnam. So this play for me brings back a lot of childhood memories, both personal and then about the stories being told in the play by the women.
So how's been your experience of playing here in Saugatuck in the Red Barn Theater?
Well, the Red Barn Theater has been very supportive. It's a great, wonderful venue. The Lakeshore Arts Alliance is again, very supportive. It's a fun stage to play in. It's actually a perfect stage for this production because we have a unit set, meaning that there's not a lot of scene changes. In fact, there are no scene changes. And so that plays very well in this space. And again, if you've been at the Red Barn Theater, it's a nice space and very intimate, very intimate.
A lot of the World War II veterans have passed, but now you have a lot of Vietnam veterans that are going to see this play. How has their reaction been to you?
The reactions that I've heard about through the cast have been very, very emotional. Especially our opening night on Patriots Day, September 11th, was very emotional. We had a special preview, was open to the public, but especially for our veterans and active duty personnel, anyone in the armed forces, were invited to attend for free. And after the show, the cast member said to me, "You know, I've been in a lot of shows, Russ, but this is the first time that in the reception line after the show, everyone who greeted me that saw the show hugged me and held me." And my wife, again, I'm backstage, so I can't see it. My wife was in the audience, and she said she saw Vietnam veterans, just literally these big hulking men crying because it connected.
When I saw it last night, it was a very emotional experience for me, and I'm just wondering, how does it take a toll to be doing such an emotional thing for the actors every night to do this?
Yeah, that's a great question, Andrew. I'm as well as directing, I'm also the stage manager. So directing the show and then watching the show every night drains me, and I see it every night. So what I tell the actors is, my heart goes out to you because I know what it must take out of you to perform these characters. And they're very, as you said, it's a very emotional play, and these are real people that they're playing, and they've connected with them and built, their characters around these real 6 women and their stories.
I was very impressed with the demeanor of it rang true to me. I'm trying to think, why would you advise your friends to come see this play?
I think it's the play itself and the writings of Shirley LaRoe is it's a very cathartic play. It's a play that so what I tell the audience before the show is this isn't a Quentin Tarantino version of Vietnam. It's not Platoon. It's not We Were Soldiers. It's muted and very cathartic, and to such an extent that these women are telling their stories. They're sharing memories, and the way we've staged it is, as time goes on, we have memories, and when we think back, even you and I, Andrew, about that era, the late '60s and the '70s. There are things that we remember, images maybe, television shows, songs, things that were going on, and we use that in the show. And there were sayings, I mean, again, in the '60s, everything was groovy, right? Mm-hmm. And those things are played out in the show, and they really connect. Now, for the Vietnam vets, if you take what, and again, I was a civilian, I never served in the armed forces, but if you take that and what Shirley LaRoe has done in the show is she's inserted a lot of things that military people in Vietnam can connect to. What were some of the sayings? What was it like? And I'll give you an example. One saying that our military advisor, Keith Clark, told us that is important was, nothing means nothing. It just don't mean nothing. Was a very popular thing that was said in Vietnam. It just means nothing. And I'm sure that's one of the things that connects with the vets.
Mm-hmm. I was very impressed with the multimedia connection. Mm-hmm. Say something about how that's how you've thought about that in staging the play.
Yeah, and good question. I've done shows like that before, where we use projections, we use images for
and sound.
Yeah, very good sound. Thanks for reminding me of that. So we use images and sound. The images we use are not, they're not bloody and gritty. But they are memories. They're pieces of those memories. The sounds that we have are very, very accurate. And that was something that our technical director, Ed Walters, was very, very keen about, and was very important to him, that the types of military sounds, explosions, gunfire, and things that we have were realistic. That it is an M50 machine gun, that it is an M16 machine gun, and so again, that's that sound you talked about. The veterans that served know those sounds. Mm-hmm. So if we didn't have the real thing, if it didn't sound real, they would know. And I think that's part of that cathartic feeling and brings out that emotion of, wow, this is really, that's what it sounded like. I'd love to wrap up by saying I hope people have the opportunity to come and see this show. We play 2 more nights. I want to say it's the 20th and 21st, which is next week, Friday and Saturday, at the Red Barn. We're the last show of their season. And so please, folks of West Michigan, a wonderful show. Hope to see you in the audience.
Thank you.